Hello and welcome back to another deep dive into an oracle card deck, and this time we are looking at the Light Code Apothecary by Izzy Ivy. I am a fan of Izzy Ivy's work. I have several of her decks, and this is her latest deck that she has brought out, and it is really a beautiful deck. The box itself is not small, and nor is the guidebook, as you can see here. But this is a really stunning deck. Loads of information that comes with it, and well worth reading the aspects of the guidebook to really get a feel and connect deeply with this particular deck. This is a 70 card deck, so it is not like normal oracle decks that have around the 44 mark. It is more like a tarot deck in that it has 70 cards contained in this deck. Now, in the very front, Izzy talks about the process of this deck coming to life, and that it has taken her 8 years to be able to paint each one of these cards, that she has sat with and integrated the imagery in these cards, and of course brought through all the information that goes with these cards as well. I always love when it's easy to be able to look up your card in the guidebook. So she really goes into the energies within the cards and how they're broken up, because they are broken up into various elements, and they also contain a lot of aspects. So she goes through the various aspects that you will see jumping out of the cards themselves. So like the codes and the layers. And that there's many kind of layers of information that is purposely being put through the cards themselves, so that just visually looking at these cards, you will be able to see and experience a lot. She also talks about how these cards have a connection to the Lemurians and to the star beings, and that they are a tool for light workers to be able to use for their own self-care and for taking care of themselves and getting the guidance that they need. So there is a lot of information all through the very start of her book. She also gives lots of suggestions as to ways that you can actually use this particular deck as well, which is really lovely. I love that she's got cards that help you remember that you are loved, but she goes through a bit of the breakdown. There are cards, her cards are divided into earth, air, fire, water and spirit, and gives a suggestion on how to activate the deck and how to use it. Things like asking good questions, connecting with your deck, all of those sorts of things are in there. So you can see there's quite a chunk of the book that's devoted to all of that for us before we dive into card messages. Now, even this aspect of the card messages in the book is really such pretty, really lovely in the way that it's been displayed for us. Each section is kind of color coded to match the card itself with the different elements that it's connected to. We have obviously the card that's drawn in here, so you won't be able to miss that you've got the right card. The name of the card, there's like a statement about the card, and then there is a message in itself. And we also have an exercise that's connected to each one of the cards also. And that just helps us to further integrate the message or the guidance that's coming through, is via that exercise or that activity. It kind of builds on the message that's been received. So I find there's, on average, there's 2 to 3 pages of information per card. I think there's the occasional one that had 4. As you can see, they're very much divided into their elements, so you can see exactly what element is connected. So much information really well written as well. Izzy has a really lovely style about her writing. Lots of care is taken with the information that she shares. So these are the cards themselves. You can see they're not a huge card. They're a little bit more slender than your average oracle deck. There's no extra fancy edge, but the backs are just stunning. And of course the fronts are very stunning as well. And on each card we've got the main name of the card or statement about the card. And there's some extra information on each card also. And the bottom matches the edge of the guidebook so that you know what element that you have picked in that card. So pretty. The colouring is just gorgeous. I really love the colours that she's used. Vibrant, but a little pastel as well. Nothing that's glaring. I feel like they just ignite something within you, which I'm sure is the energy that she's going for. They're just beautiful. Definitely something I would incorporate onto my altar for various manifesting and magical work and healing work that I was doing. And of course, Izzy has both written this deck as well as painted each card individually. Very clever like that. There you have it. 70 amazing cards, which has been beautiful to work with as I've been doing readings with it and doing even the individual card pulls. I found them just beautiful to work with, very easy to hook in on an intuition level, to bring through more information, to get a feel with the card. So I have really enjoyed working with this deck so far and will definitely continue to work with it myself. I would love to know what you think in the comments below. Please do comment about what you think of this deck. If you have worked with any of Izzy's other decks, I would love to hear what you think. I think all of her decks are beautiful. They really hold a real starry wisdom, a real intuitive wisdom, a real healing wisdom as well, in my opinion. But I would love to hear what you think and how you find them, definitely. This deck is also available through Mystical Dragon's store. You'll find all of our links in the description below for our e-store, or to come down and see us at our physical store, which is in Seaford, Victoria, Australia. We don't just have card decks. We have lots of your witchy supplies like herbs and cauldrons. We also have crystals and jewelry and books and many beautiful things for you to come and check out and soak up the energy where we are. So would love to see you down there. Do please check us out, and I look forward to seeing you again in the next video.